Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name is Nick and today guys we're jumping down into the world of XRP, taking a look at what's been going on most recently, what we think is likely to happen next, and all that wonderful stuff. As I get into this video, if you find it useful and informative, smash that like button. I do appreciate that. If you happen to be new to the channel, then why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all the notifications, and in doing so, you will be kept up to date with absolutely everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. And if you haven't yet joined us in Discord, guys, you are missing a trick. Check it out, linked in the description down below. It's a fantastic community talking crypto 24/7. It's completely free and I don't think you'll be disappointed by what you find down there. It's the first place we go to notify you of the ins and the outs of everything that is going on here in the crypto space. Now in this video I'm going to be applying Elliott Wave theory. If you're not familiar with Elliott Wave theory, then why not check out the 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗏𝗂𝗏𝗏𝗏. I have put together a 21-part video course that explains all the different structures, how to draw Elliott waves on your own charts, and how you can trade it in a really successful way as well. So check that out, linked in the description below, 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗏𝗂𝗏𝗏. And if the course itself kind of leaves a few holes, we are offering some coaching as well. So you can kind of have an hours of our time essentially just to kind of polish up on some areas that you might not be fully understanding perfectly. So check it out, it's 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗏𝗂𝗏𝗏 in the link description below. Let's go ahead and jump into this. XRP paired up with USDT. We obviously did touch on the demand zone up here, and we have started to pull back down. Okay, our targeted range is down here, at least it was. I'm going to check to see if this is still the same. This is between 31.9 and 32.7 cent. Okay, and you can see that we're working quite nicely here. So let's go ahead and talk about the structure and what my expectations are. Okay, so if I zoom just out a fraction here, you can see that we have 53535 coming on down here. This essentially is a 5-wave structure, and the importance of this 5-wave structure is that essentially we'll be looking for another 5-wave structure to finish. Now we do have, I think it's actually more of a 335 coming over here, so I don't think this is overly terribly too much to worry about. And obviously we kind of have this leading diagonal structure here. That could be a little bit more of an interest, but we did obviously overlap with this. And you wouldn't really expect that overlap unless, of course, we're in some kind of maybe expanding diagonal. I guess that's a possibility. So anyway, let's actually review, right? So we have the kind of 5 waves here, 3 waves up, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5 coming on down here. We've gone up in 3, and it's a large 3 waves, okay? So we were tracking it up here. We then started to pull down. Let me just remove some of this noise that we don't need to see right now. In fact, I might actually just repurpose that as well. So if we actually map this in, we can see that we have an A, a B, and a C, and they're broken down into all those little mini structures that I just deleted. Okay, so we have this kind of move coming up here. Okay, now this area here overlapping with this area just over here, it could be that this entire thing is a diagonal structure, or that I've got this first part wrong and actually we're just looking at a zigzag pattern. Okay, so there's a few things to kind of consider. First off the bat, we want to see whether or not we cross this low. Okay, let me make this yellow, put a yellow line in here, 33.2. Okay, crossing this low will confirm that, we're done with this move upwards, and of course we are moving down, and ultimately this might be a bigger structure. The bigger structure in question would actually be, pull this across to here, taking us down to about 31.25. I'm going to make this just a fraction bigger here, and do that. Okay, so our minimum expectation would be the 32.7, and then on a slightly deeper level we're talking about 31.2. Okay, so there's this kind of area here where we can think the price is going to gravitate down towards. So let's go ahead and take a look at the structure here for XRP. Since we had this high, we've come down in what looks to me like a pretty clear kind of 5-wave structure, but is having a little bit of overlap between the waves 1 and waves 4. Okay, so it would be considered maybe as a leading diagonal. We then move up and then we start to really pull back down. We can argue that there's 5 there. We move up here and again, it does look like we are potentially also in a diagonal end structure right here, but that diagonal would be a part of an overextended, yeah, actually, let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe actually, yeah, an overextended 5th wave, which mark wave 3. Let's go ahead and draw this in. So if we measure that as an entire one, if we're getting the leading diagonal, Yeah, I think we're close, very close. Let's see if we can just finesse this. It's just a fraction more. I don't think I got that exactly perfectly on. You can kind of see it just there. Let's go ahead and pull this right up to here. We are looking for a high of 36.2. We're at 36.2. So let's go ahead and pull this down and see what's happening right in here. 33.34. We haven't quite hit it yet, but I think we are going to. So I think the structure here is this. Okay, so if I grab 5 waves coming down, we have 1, 2, 3 that hasn't actually completed just yet. So I'm going to pull this down to 33.2. Okay, and then I'm going to bounce it up, and then we're going to come down one more time, and we're going to enter into our yellow box. Okay, now if I draw the substructures in here, okay, we kind of have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in there. Okay, and then on this side, we kind of go 1, 2, 3, 4. All of this is 5, and it's an overextension in the 5 because inside here we can see 1, 2, 3 overlap with 1 and 4. And potentially got to come down just a fraction more to complete off 5. And basically it's a 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3 structure. So basically each one of those is a 3-wave movement, and it looks like an ending diagonal structure. You could also maybe articulate this as an expanding diagonal as well if you wanted to. Actually, an expanding diagonal is probably a really good fit for this one. So we're expecting that 5th wave to come down deeper. Okay, so at the moment, if I pull this in, yeah, I would expect us to come down to about 32.90 to finish this one off, okay? So keep a close eye on that. So I don't think we're done yet. Once that is in, we then bounce up a little ways, and then we pull on down. The importance of this entire structure, specifically just in here, is that it would match up with this entire structure this side. And again, it puts us right down into this yellow box area, where again, you know, if we go and think about the lower area here, then of course we're going to be in a really good place for XRP. So essentially, if we were to simplify this, it would be a zigzag pattern, which would be an A, B, and C structure. Okay, and what I'll do is I'll park this area here and assume that I kind of got this bit wrong for now. But of course, if this develops into something else, then of course this is going to be more important, and we'll reflect on that at a later stage. So I'm going to leave this white 5-wave structure to the side, and we'll see if that is correct or not later. But essentially here, that doesn't change this outlook. This is always going to remain the same. The only difference is whether or not our kind of C wave here turns into a much deeper move, and we'll know about that at a later stage. So again, we won't really reflect on that too much right now. We'll see how this kind of develops here first. So essentially that kind of gets us into our yellow box area, and it puts us into a pretty good spot for XRP. And then, you know, we can think about reversals, and we can think about a bit of a move to the upside, which I do think is likely to occur. So I'm in the mood for buying some XRP. So, you know, 32 cents. Yeah, it's a little higher than I wanted, but I think it's doable nonetheless. So I may be in the market to purchase up some XRP at around the 32 cent mark. So yeah, it'll be interesting to kind of see how this kind of plays out, what happens next here for XRP. Now I'm going to leave this video right there. If you have found it useful and informative, smash that like button. I do appreciate that. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, join us in Discord if you haven't done so already. And if any of this sounds of interest to you in terms of Elliott Wave Theory, why not check out the Elliott Wave Theory course at 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗏𝗀𝗏𝑐𝑜m, linked in the description below. Guys, until the next one, have a fantastic day.